What's going on, guys? Welcome to my tutorial in Adobe Edge Animate. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to create a YouTube gallery. So I'm going to go to File, New. So the first thing I want when somebody is going to the video gallery is to see one video that's already showing. And just like my other tutorial, I'm going to make it 640. And the height's going to be 360. So now we have the size of our actual video that we want to preview. I'm going to convert this to a symbol, and I'm going to call this intro. The reason I'm doing this is because this is the first video I want people to see when they get to the gallery. On the timeline, we're going to create a label, Control L, and let's call this intro, and also create as trigger, stop. So that way when this plays, it's going to stop right here. Now we need the video to actually play. I don't want it to autoplay for the first one, I just want it to load. So I'm going to come over here to the stage, I'm going to select composition ready, I'm going to mark it here as intro. Variable is going to be YouTube again, and this is going to be into an iframe. And the reason why we're doing it here is because that's our symbol name is intro. We're going to set our width, it's going to be 640, and then the height is 360. It's going to be our source. Make sure when you're adding the YouTube link, it has to be an embed. You could put a frame border. I don't really care for one, but if you want to, you can also do that. I'll just include it here so you guys know how to do that again. I'm going to set mine at 0. And then also you want this to allow it to be full screen if the user wants to do that. Okay, so now we have our intro. Something very important I want to tell you guys is that the intro itself, which will load when the user first gets to the gallery, has to be second to what we actually need for the other containers for the thumbnails. So what we'll do is this. And now we're going to add some more coding. So this is the way it's going to change because we're going to create ourselves another symbol, but it's going to be called video, and that way it's different than the intro. And the only reason we create an intro is so we can give the user something to look at when they actually access the gallery. Now you notice this is kind of similar to what we were just doing before, but the difference is we need to empty that container. That way when the user clicks a thumbnail, the other YouTube video is not going to be still showing. Once you guys get the hang of all of this, you can reuse the coding and just copy and paste. And some of you that don't want to write this coding, don't worry about it, I will include the source, just hit the source over here, but this is for the video link, and it will be available for download. So this is what it should look like. You should have your video here, this is for the thumbnails, and then you should have the intro following it. The next thing we want to do is create that video container. So we have our intro here. We're going to right click on this, select duplicate, and we're going to call this video. Now in the timeline you have the intro container showing. So what we'll do is this, add a keyframe for just on over here, and then create another label called video. Put another trigger, Control T, click stop. So we have a location 249 and 88, and on the right hand side I'm going to take this video, add it to the stage, and we're going to do the same thing, 249, 88 as the location. Let's just change that div to video. Select here for the label for video, and let's select on. And if you notice over here, this div says intro. So we have the intro here, and it says on here. And then we come over here to video, and now it says video for it to be on. Now we need to create our thumbnails. So I'm going to create one box here, right click on this button, and we're going to convert the symbol. Let's call this button 1. Double click on it, open actions, select click. And this is going to be the URL for the video. And I'm going to put question mark autoplay. The reason I'm doing this is because I want the user to click on the video and then it just automatically plays. Right click here and select duplicate, and I'm going to create 4 buttons. Button 2, 3, and then 4. So this is button 2, and I'm just going to change the ID. Put button 3 here, double click on it, open actions, one more thing I want to do is when the person clicks on this, I want them to be able to see a pointer. It's also for the rollover also because you want the user to tell that they're clicking on something. Okay, so the button should work. Control Enter to test this. Our intro video here, click the first thumbnail, goes to my first tutorial, and then we have a bunch of tutorials. And that's how you create yourselves a YouTube gallery in Adobe Edge. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.